Alright guys, Hero None here, just going over the Maw of Lockjar, Lorkmaw, I can't pronounce it right. But just going over some of the trial here without being too much of an overly spoiler. We just beat it on normal mode. I'll just kind of go through and walk through the areas here. You can experience this yourself when you get the DLC. But let's first just go inside. So you come into this first area here. Standard temple or standard trial area type stuff here. Walk up the stairs, and you're gonna have your first trash pull when you get through this first door here, or second door, I should say. You're gonna see a couple bannermen. You're gonna see a couple mobs here. Typically, you want to go after your casters first, then your archers, and then finally your tank type, your shield types. You also may have a berserker or two inside there as well. Berserkers will be coming after the archers get down. So this is going to be first trash pull. Come up through here for the lattice walk. And it's going to be your second trash pull here. Going to have one down here, and then you're going to have another one up here as well. After you beat this, should be your first chest. Then you're going to come in here to your first boss. Now, your first boss in here, you notice these pillars of light here. You're going to have to deal with these guys in a couple different, in several different ways here, because he's going to put a debuff on you that's going to slowly damage you. You're going to have to run over to one of these pads here and get this. And notice, that goes away once you step on it. It will come back, but only for a short period of time, or only for, after a short period of time there. In addition to that, when you do this, a little ball is going to shoot out from you that's going to run toward the boss and empower him. If he gets enough of those balls, he's going to have two effects that he can do. First is putting a damage shield on him, and then when he puts the damage shield on him, he's going to put a fire off onto your feet that you're going to have to heal through, and also you're going to have to keep on shooting. If you've done Vet Fungal Grotto, the Transmuted Hive Lord is very similar in the fight there, so you got to damage down the damage shield as soon as possible. The second thing he's going to do is he's going to spawn up little pillars around here. They're going to knock you back throughout the fight. But then during the fight there, you're going to have a specific thing that says he's going to explode, basically. You got to get a line of sight. You can actually see the boss through the crystal when you do this line of sight thing. And make sure that you have that line of sight there, because he's going to explode and then destroy the towers. If you're actually outside of that, you're dead. Boom. Just like that. Other than that, just a tank and spank. Make sure you take out some of the ads. If you have a spare tank or an off tank, it's fine for them to take the ads there. Make sure you get those panthers down, because they can be an annoyance for your healers. Now, just coming back up through here, up your lattice walk. Now, this is a whole bunch of pulls as we go down through here. There are going to be a couple orgs. There's going to be a couple more bannermen, a couple more ads. Typically, the orgs. The only thing you have to remember is take out the shamans, which are also healers, first. Other than that, just kill the bannermen in the same order. Orcs can actually be killed pretty quickly, so if you want to take those out before you take the shaman, that's fine. But if the bannermen and the shamans are up, like they are down in this fight right down here, because there's going to be several waves of enemies down in here, you definitely want to take the shamans out first, because the shamans are going to heal everyone else if you don't take them out. When you get done with that, these gates will open, and you'll have another chest right here with some good gear. Now you keep on going through here. Enter through our sanctuary here. And we're going to have our second boss here, and this is basically like the half and half cookie. You're going to have a blue guy here and a gold guy here. Now, what's going to happen is, one of you, or one set of group, like 6 people over here, 6 people over here. And the best way you can do this is, these 6 people only attack this boss. And what that's going to give you is, the blue one over here, that's going to give you the blue buff. Once you get the blue buff, your damage on that boss is going to drop significantly. Likewise, for the gold people over here, they're going to damage it, and they're going to take this boss over here, and he's going to go down. He's going to give them a gold buff, and their damage is going to drop significantly. So basically, what has to happen is the tanks have to swap the bosses. However, what you have to be careful of is, if players, okay, get close to each other when they have a gold and a blue buff, they're going to take a lot of damage, and sometimes they're going to die from that too. So think about it like as not vet spindle clutch. Is it Fungal Grotto actually? I might have been thinking about Dark Shade for that first one there, but yes, Fungal Grotto actually for this one. Dark Shade for that other one. I apologize for that, but. Vet Fungal Grotto, where you get the link in there, it's very similar to that. You guys want to keep the two separate. You want to keep blue on one side. You want to keep gold on the other side here. Once you actually have swap the bosses here, just take them over to your respective side and start DPSing them down. Now, every so often, one of those bosses is going to come back over here to the entrance, right here. And the other one is going to come over here to the exit over here, okay? Now, if you have the blue buff, you want to be on the gold boss's side. If you had the gold buff, you want to be on the blue boss's side. If you're on gold, if you're on the gold side with the gold buff, or you're on the blue side with the blue buff, you're going to take a lot of damage. You don't necessarily get one shot from that, but you're definitely going to hurt from it. So make sure that you're on the opposite side. Also, during this time frame, it's a good time to burn those bosses down. So get them over here on this side here. Keep your DPS up. Keep killing them. And then once you get the buff from that other boss, basically tanks come in the middle here and swap very carefully, while everyone else tries to stay on the very outside here so they don't cross and get that damage on them, okay? Then we're going to come in through here in the other temple here. Now, you're going to come through here, and then when you come through here, you're going to see a couple panthers and a few other things there. They're going to look all scary. In normal mode, they're not doing a whole lot of damage. You can kill them pretty quickly. I'm going to guess in veteran mode, they're a lot more tough. But after you kill them, you come up here and start pulling these. You can see you get this guy here taunting you and telling you can't do it. No. You're going to have a whole bunch of ads that are going to have to be that are going to spawn here. You're going to have to kill them and all that stuff. Then you're going to have to come over here. Pull this one. Listen to this guy's rabble. Yes, yes, yes. We know, we know. Kill a whole bunch of more ads, and then these doors will open up. When these doors open up, you'll have a chest here, so you get more gear. Yay! Keep on going through here. Up through here. Hi, Luminar. Now, you're going to have this area here. Now, enemies are going to spawn, like, burning and kind of dropping through here. Kind of ignore those ads if you can. You'll have a couple bannermen coming up through here in several waves, as well as other trash mobs. Kill them, survive, and you'll be good. You can just come on through here to the Temple of the Seven Riddles. And I believe you'll have a chest here. It's, actually, did we have a chest here? I'm trying to remember if we did or didn't. I apologize, guys. We spent a bit of time in here. I can't remember if we did have a chest for that encounter or not, but either way, you're going to come into here, and then finally, you're going to enter into here, the final area. This is not the final area as it looks when you're doing the fight. We completed it, so some of it has changed, but you will see a little bit of difference here. There's going to be the entrance open up back here. I'll let you experience that for yourself when you actually get into this fight. But this guy has several mechanics to it that are kind of annoying, but not too bad to get along with here. He's going to spawn here in the middle, and when he comes in here, he's going to basically put a blue circle here, okay? Now, the rule of this is when you have blue and you step in the blue, okay? When you leave the blue, okay, you got to come back over here and get it cleansed. All right? If you don't get it cleansed and you step back into the blue, when you had that blue debuff on you, insta-death. You're dead. Just like that. Poof. Now, the room that's back here, when it opens up, is going to give you that blue debuff. But the reason that you're in there is because there's going to be a ceremony that's going on here, okay? And part of that ceremony is a bunch of Khajiits that are trying to basically pull everyone down under. And if you do not kill them in that back room, you're going to die. So you got to go find them and kill them. And when I say find them, they're hidden. So you're going to have another buff in there that's like eye of... there's basically just an ability there that will show any enemies that are in those areas. So you're going to have to find them, and if you don't find them, you're going to die. But, okay, after you do that, you're also going to have these areas here that are going to spawn with the gold and blue. Typically, groups will stack in the gold here and avoid the blue. If you get the blue debuff on you, come back over here. Really, you have enough room here. You don't need to step on the blue for much reason, but you should be okay. You keep on going around and around and around. Every time that one of these switches over from gold to blue, you're going to have another boss in the middle here. With our group, we were able to have one tank them, but on veteran mode, you may have to have two tanks. One tank in the main boss, one tank in the ad. And the ad you do want to take out. As you keep on going around here, you're going to keep on going, keep on going, keep on going. And then when these all turn blue, this in the middle here will turn gold. Okay? And they're going to have ads spawn every single one of these platforms here. You're going to get a couple synergies to take them out there. But they're not all going to go down, so you're going to have a tank take them and keep you guys alive and all this other good stuff here. Also, another mechanic to this as well. When you have somebody that dies with that blue debuff, that's also going to spawn another another mechanic here that's going to basically spawn lion ads or panther ads onto you. Those panther ads are going to hurt you for a lot, and they're going to keep on spawning as long as those people are not rezzed. So you definitely want to spawn to get those people up as soon as possible. So if somebody dies with that debuff and they're spawning panthers, you're going to have to make it a priority to get over there, res them up, and get them up. Otherwise, they're going to keep on spawning those panthers every once in a while. Basically, other than that, you have to deal with the ads, deal with the boss, you deal with this other mechanic back here, and you should be good. The only other mechanic to this again is like when you actually get this all filled in, you're gonna have that synergy taking out all these other ads here. The ads actually take damage with the synergy, but you have to target specific ones. It's not quite clear to us right now with some of the mechanics, but again, this is PTS what we're talking about. There'll probably be a couple better guides on this afterward, but we'll have to get into that when it does come. So, anyways, guys, this is Hero of None. Just give you a little heads up on some of the trial here. While we're on PTS, we'll probably come up with a better strat for it a little bit later, but just figured to give a kind of a non-spoiler version of this as well. There'll probably be a whole bunch of other ones that will explain all this and give you a whole bunch of diagrams, and you'll be bored of this fight by the end of it. But hey, come in and enjoy here. Meow, meow, meow.